A very warm welcome to the Kdf Friday Bulletin. I am Sergeant Patience Asambu. The Bulletin is a show to keep you updated on events undertaken by the Ministry of Defense over the week. And in our highlights tonight, CS Duale presents MOD's annual performance report to Parliament. Incoming Commander Kenya Army officially takes over command. Commander Kenya Navy holds maiden clear lower deck. And in sports, Kenya Navy holds annual inter-units athletics and swimming competition. To start us off, Honorable Aden Duale, the Cabinet Secretary for Defense, appeared before the Departmental Committee on Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations to present the Ministry of Defense Annual Performance Report for financial year 2022-2023. This is in line with Article 153 4B of the Constitution of Kenya. Addressing the committee, chaired by Belgut, Member of Parliament, Honorable Nelson Koech, CS Duale emphasized the ministry's effective discharge of its constitutional duty to defend and protect the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the nation against external aggression during the review period. Take a look.
On behalf of my members,
the Cabinet Secretary noted that, in collaboration with other multi-agency security teams, the Kenya Defence Forces achieved significant progress in restoring normalcy in the 6 North Rift counties affected by banditry and cattle rustling.
In Siligate, Chairman, we will provide, even in terms of constituencies where we have done boreholes, restoration of peace in affected areas, responding to disasters and emergencies when we are called upon, even the evacuation of Kenyans from Sudan during the clashes and the instability in Khartoum.
He highlighted Kenya Defence Forces' effort in constructing and rehabilitating over 18 schools to provide a conducive learning environment for the students in the region. He further emphasized that the ministry engaged in numerous civil-military cooperations and humanitarian civic activities across the country, adding that every budgetary allocation for the ministry is accounted for. On his part, Vice Chief of Defence Forces Lieutenant General Charles Kahariri reiterated the ministry's commitment to conducting training and capacity building programs at all levels to enhance capability of the troops.
Lieutenant General David Tarus, the Commander Kenya Army, today officially took over command of the Kenya Army from his predecessor, Lieutenant General Peter Njeru, in an auspicious occasion held at the Defense Headquarters here in Nairobi. The event comes 2 weeks after the promotion and appointment of Lieutenant General Tarus to take over command of the service. He takes over as the 23rd Commander, having served as the Deputy Army Commander for 1 year and has served in various capacities and appointments in the military. Lieutenant General Peter Njeru retires after an illustrious career in military service spanning 39 years. Take a look.
The outgoing commander, Lieutenant General Njeru, took the opportunity to thank the Kenya Defence Forces fraternity for their unwavering support during his tenure in command. He acknowledged their significant contributions to various operations and encouraged them to extend the same level of support to the incoming commander while expressing confidence in the new commander's capabilities and impressive skills. In his speech, the Commander Kenya Army, Lieutenant General Tarus, congratulated the outgoing commander for his robust leadership and tutelage that has seen the service achieve tremendously on its primary objective in safeguarding Kenya's sovereignty and territorial integrity from any land-based threats.
Your service to this country, Lieutenant General Njeru, with serving the country for 39 years of dedication, is not easy. Under your leadership, the Army, as a constituent of Kenya Defence Forces, played a huge role in the national agenda by engaging in the national development projects in this country, which has greatly improved the KDF image.
The commander also implored the service personnel to embrace teamwork, unity and synergy towards the delivery of the mandates of the service, emphasizing on the Chief of Defence Forces clarion call, "One force, one mission." The event culminated in a pull-out parade, which is in line with military traditions signifying the end of an era as the Commander Kenya Army.
Major General Thomas Nganga, the Commander Kenya Navy, held his maiden clear lower deck at Kenya Navy Base Mutongwe and Kenya Navy Base Manda Bay, respectively. During his address, Commander Kenya Navy highlighted his vision of quality training for operational effectiveness and stated that his ambition is to see Kenya Navy equipped with well-trained human capital capable of executing their mandate professionally and confidently.
Ningependa kuona ya kwamba Kenya Navy iko na well-trained human capital, well-trained human beings who are able to execute their mandates in a professional manner and with confidence. That is why confidence builds mountains. If you believe in yourself, then you must gather confidence. If you are well trained, then you must be confident in exactly what you are doing.
Kenya Defense Forces Muslim fraternity at the defense headquarters joined their counterparts globally to intensify acts of worship during the holy month of Ramadan. Ramadan is a time to practice restraint and refocus on spiritual growth or advancement. It is the month in which it is believed that the Holy Quran was sent down from heaven as a guidance for men and women, a declaration of direction and a means of salvation. Fasting on one of the tenets of Ramadan is an act of piety that Muslims undertake to achieve God consciousness.
While sharing sermons with the Muslim faithful, Brigadier Dr. Ismail Aule, the chairman of the Kenya Defense Forces Muslim Council, explained the importance of Ramadan to Muslims and urged them to strive and observe the holy month.
May we learn from this month a lot, and whatever we learned, may we be able to be blessed to use it. Will it not be easier for you to stay away from haram? May Allah help us stay away from haram. May we learn from this month a lot, and whatever we learned, may we be able to be blessed to use it.
In his speech to the faithful, Service Imam Kenya Army, Colonel Rajab Athman reiterated the need to engage in charitable acts to expiate and cleanse one's sins.
Ni mwezi ambao unalisha maskini, unalisha wale ambao hawajiwezi. Ndio utakuta kwamba Waislamu wengi zaka yao wanaweka katika mwezi wa gani? Mwezi wa Ramadhani, kwa sababu ndio mwezi wa kutoa.
In tandem with the teachings of Islam to break the fast with dates, Brigadier Dr. Ismail Aule, Colonel Imam Rajab Athman, and the Muslim sub-branch distributed dates to those in attendance.
The Military Ordinariate of Kenya held Chrism Mass at St. Peter and Paul Cathedral at the Defense Headquarters here in Nairobi. The Mass was presided over by the Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Meru, Right Reverend Salesius Mugambi, assisted by a Military Ordinariate Apostolic Administrator, Monsignor Lieutenant Colonel Father John Jeru. Chrism Mass is held annually by the Catholic Church, an event encompassing the celebration of the gift of ordination, which entails renewal of the vows for all priests, as well as thanksgiving for the gift of oils. The bishop led the military ordinariate gathered from all Kdf formations in renewing their priesthood vows, a crucial event in the church calendar. He also presided over the blessing of the oils of the sick and the catechumens, as well as the concentration of the oil of the chrism.
All the faithful gathered here today.
While addressing the clergy and faithful, Bishop Mugambi noted that the renewal of priests' vows is a critical element of spiritual service, challenging them to jealously guard their fidelity and faith in Christ.
Major General Retired Lucas Tumbo, the chair of the Military Veterans Advisory Committee, led military veterans in the launch of the Kitui County Military Veterans Chapter aimed at bringing services closer to retired military personnel. The chair underscored the commitment of the military to provide welfare services, among them quality medcare, affordable and decent housing, and good education for their children. He added that military leadership is committed to ensuring that the men and women of the Kenya Defense Forces who retire honorably after illustrious military career are well taken care of in their sunset days.
Tuko na jukumu kubwa sana kusupport leadership.
The chair's remarks were backed by the patron of the Kitui Military Veterans Chapter, Major General Retired Joseph Kivunzi, who also thanked the entire military leadership for their unwavering support whenever called upon. The Kitui County Executive Committee member for Water and Irrigation, Mr. Peter Gitonga, who represented Governor Honorable Julius Malombe, congratulated the veterans for their valuable contributions to the nation during their stint in military service and even into retirement.
Let me, first of all, congratulate you for your dedicated service to this nation and beyond. Your sacrifice and commitment to service has earned Kenya reputable accolades.
Moving on, Kenya Defence Forces troops deployed at Elwak and Idido Forward Operating Bases respectively participated in several civil-military cooperation activities. The initiatives are aimed at fostering good working relations with the host communities. In Elwak, Wajir County, residents of Udole Shopping Center benefited from a medical outreach program. The services provided included diagnosis of various ailments, among them blood pressure, nursing ulcers, and issuing medicine to sick members of the community. On the other hand, residents of Yagalbo village within Idido, located in Marsabit County, yielded KDF's medical aid to the local community, where women and children with diverse medical ailments were treated. Additionally, KDF troops distributed water to an early childhood development education center and to locals residing within the area. A similar exercise was conducted by KDF troops deployed across northeastern within Garile and Handaki East in Wajir County. Under the leadership of the 8th Brigade Commander, Brigadier David Chasire, the troops provided clean water, assorted foodstuffs, and free medical services to the locals. Community leaders expressed gratitude towards the military for acts of generosity and their mentorship in schools. And in sports, Major General Thomas Nganga, the Commander Kenya Navy, presided over the annual Kenya Navy Inter-Units Athletics and Swimming Competition at the Lieutenant Colonel Kimaru Stadium in Mtongwe. The two-day event saw athletes drawn from various Kenya Navy formations and units compete in swimming, field, and track events while promoting esprit de corps and sportsmanship among the sailors. The event was also used to select the athletics team representing Kenya Navy in the Kenya Defence Forces Track and Field Athletics Championship later in the year.
While addressing the athletes, the Commander Kenya Navy reminded the sailors of the noble objective of sports within KDF.
Ladies and gentlemen, sports in general cuts across both the moral and physical components of the fighting power. And such sports gathering always brings the spirit de corps amongst ourselves. And sports also enhances physical well-being, which is a key pillar to the mission readiness. Sports enhances discipline and teamwork, and therefore, I would encourage as many as may want to venture in sports to invoke their God-given talents and ensure Kenya does not play second fiddle in sporting going forward.
Major General Nganga commended Corporal Kevin Tauta of Kenya Navy Fleet and his team who participated in the 4x400 meters World Indoor Championship in Glasgow, Scotland earlier in March this year, and broke the African record, clocking 3 minutes, 6 seconds and 71 milliseconds. He also congratulated Corporal Samuel Chege, who has been selected to join the Kenyan team to participate in 200 meters at the All-African Games in Accra, Ghana.
Thank you for watching. We look forward to your feedback via our official social media handles and your viewership next Friday for the Kdf Friday Bulletin. I am Sudden Patience Assembly. Goodbye.